Gold. All right, welcome to the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight. If you don't know, we go live every day, 9 o'clock UK time. We talk about Thailand, Philippines, Asia. We have a great conversation about everything what goes down in the Thailand community. We also have a 5-point bulletin tonight. The 5-point bulletin tonight we're going to be talking about is an update on what's going on with the brand. We're going to talk about 6 months till Thailand. And we are going to be pumping it for, I see you there, Rory, I see you there. If you're in the background, say something or forever hold your peace. We are here. The lyrics don't stop. And we're going to go into questions answer where you can answer any questions. And we can chop it up and we can pump it through, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, welcome back to the Club Fillers Inc. It's been 6 months. If you don't know, I've been off. I've been doing my watch. We started doing a watch brand business, and we decided what we were going to do to start selling watches. We decided to do market stalls and car boots. So I've been doing that for the last 6 months. And the thing about it, when you're doing things like that, you got to bounce the ball. You got to put everything in, 100% effort for the first 6 months, because the first 6 months is the hardest. I see there, OB says, boss, miss you. How's it going, mate? It looks like all good vibes from you. Great to see you. Everything's all good, bro. Everything's all good. Everything, I see you there, yeah, South End Massive. Everything is all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Blessings on top of blessings non-stop. You know what I'm saying? And it's been good. Someone says, how is business, boss? I see you there. Business is good, bro. I see you there, Ned Bundy. I'm my man, Ned Bundy. Long time no see, bro. We out here. Business is good, bro. Business is good. I mean, you know, like you said, let's break it down. The first 6 months in business, here, they're showing the prawn. The first 6 months in business, you can't expect, you know, you gotta reinvest 95% of the profit. So I'm not saying to you that it's you know, I'm a rich man right now. All I'm trying to say to you is that we've got a profitable business. I've turned it into a profitable business, and I'm doing 4 markets a week. And you know, business is okay. It's got great potential. You know what I'm saying? Great potential. But we got to work. We got to keep working. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So let's keep it going. Someone says the genre has been awful lately. Yeah, I mean, the genre has been, it's only been one person streaming, big up to CC. It's only been one person streaming. And, you know, we got to pick it back up again. We got to pick the ball back up again. I did say I just needed a little bit of time to bounce the ball, and then I'm going to pick it back up again. So we can pick it back up again, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know what happened to Ben. I'm not sure what happened to a few people. Sad R.I.P. Steph Traveller, you know. And, but you have a food on your niche. You have a food on your niche. True people person. The market trade of drugs, good for you. Good for you. Bet customers like you. Have a lot of fun with you. 100% I'll be on point. 100% on point. The response from the people has been amazing, man. I've met so many friends, my guys. It's unbelievable. I'm shocked myself. You know what I mean? That was 100% on point. You know, it's the response from the people has been amazing, bro. Amazing and warming, and you know, it really put me in a perspective to make me really think that I am a people person. I must be a people person. Bringing it to the public, you know, bringing it away from the streaming, bringing it away from all the trolling, and bringing it away from that and bringing it to the public.
Ned Bundy tipped £20. Good to have you back, boss. Let's keep the till open. This is our champ.
Ned Bundy. Let's see how we can get it going on. Yeah. Ned Bundy coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. with the dove, with the £20 coming through, knockout blow. Appreciate that, Ned Bundy coming through. You know what I'm saying? I can eat some beans and rice this month. You know what I mean? You ain't be making me eat. You know what I'm saying? I can eat some beans and rice this month. Big up to that Ned Bundy, very nice super chat there. You know what I mean? It all goes in the pot. You know what I mean? And it all goes into, you know, we're going to be talking about our new brand, what we're going to build soon, a new watch brand, and that goes towards my, you know, building up my empire. You know what I mean? That's very nice super chat there, and Ned Bundy. Salute to you, brother. First super chat, first tip on the way back. We'll see who's going to be next. You know what I'm saying? Bundy's on fire, without a doubt. Yes, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. Someone says, okay, says, how many thieves do you have to deal with? Yeah. When it comes to market store, my market store, I've had a lot of thieves. But I've kind of niched down the thieves and kind of, you know, I'm kind of, the women, you see, we cracked into the women market. A lot of them women are very, 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 very sneaky. They do some sneaky things, but I've got to know them, and you know, I've got friendly with them, and I've given them a couple free stuff. You know me, I give a couple of free stuff away, and here and there, and you know, we play with them a little bit. But they true come back. They're coming back and bringing their friends back, and coming back and bringing their people back. So.
At cake-protection-unit-gold-1890 super chatted £2. Bazza dropped you 10 quid at the start not showing.
My man, gold coming through with the soldiers there. Gold, big up for the 10 soldiers there. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? That all goes in the pot, coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. Gold, if you did drop the 10 soldiers, I appreciate it. I know you're the man. You always will. And, you know, Gold, for that link that you gave me, that was amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That link you gave me for, you know what I'm talking about. That was amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've really used that. Big up for that gold coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. I appreciate that cake there, guys. Big up for the cake gang. You know what I'm saying? Have we still got it, or did we lose it? We haven't lost it. It seems like it. It seems like you guys are anxious for a live stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We'll see if we can get the cake and bounce the ball. You know what I'm saying? We can bounce the ball again. You know what I'm saying? First drink in 6 months, I think. First alcohol drink. Let's have a drink. This is a glass of wine. I've come off. I've been on the wagon, bro. I've been on the wagon. I've been no alcohol for 6 months. You see, the pressure was so hard that I couldn't drink no alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going hard. You know, going hard. I just no alcohol. I had to drop the alcohol. Everything else was okay, but the alcohol, I dropped it. But I feel like for a glass of wine tonight. I shouldn't drink it, but you know, big up. Yeah, have a nice glass of wine. I won't fall off the wagon. I won't. I'll get back. I've been alcohol free for 6 months. I don't say I miss it, mate. I've been here. Okay. At the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Yeah, so if you have any questions, yeah. So, you know, yeah, so the ladies, the guys, it was the best thing when we said we're going to crack into the ladies market. That is what saved me for the last 3, 4, 6 months through the low season. That really saved my bacon. That really brought in the 200-300 pound days. And I know I'm talking figures, but brought in the 200-300 pound days through the lady market. The lady market's amazing, guys. It's amazing. I realize now, I've learned now, that lady market, and I realize why people target ladies. The lady market, ladies are just suckers for certain things. Perfumes, makeup, you know, lady products. They just can't resist themselves. And when you go on the card as well, you give them card, you can pay on card. You know what I mean? God damn, bro. They just spend. Like, god damn, bro. They got no self-control. You know what I'm saying? They got to buy this and they got to buy that and they got to buy this. I realize now the lady market really saved my bacon. If it wasn't because of the lady market, the watch brand I probably would have been out the
Ned Bundy tipped £10. Big Boss Fridays are back. The King returns.
Ned, relax to go. Ned Bundy. Ned Bundy, you're making my day today at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. When you get a TTS that goes straight in for the fridge, you know what I'm saying? That goes for the fridge. I'll be filling up my fridge with that cake you're giving me there, bro. Now I'm gonna get the fridge. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ned Bundy, big up for that 10 soldiers there again, coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. I'll be filling up my fridge with that cake. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Someone says time to upgrade the Mercedes. Look, when you first start a business, and the first 6 months, and we're in the first 6 months, you can't upgrade anything. You've got to put 95% of your profits back into the business, you know, and then you got to keep turning it over. It's like a snowball effect. You keep putting the money back in, keep money, getting the links up. I've been getting my links up. I've been meeting a lot of friends and, you know, my links up, and other people will do car boot. I've been meeting some big boys in the game, man. And I've been buying from them as well, you know. Some of them go crazy in the game. Crazy in the game, man. And I was lucky to meet a few of them because of my character, and they're speaking to them, and, you know, I mean, bought a few products from them and selling them back as well. But them guys go hard in the field. They give like 3-4 stalls. And, you know, they're kicking up like 3,200 in a day, 900 in a day, 1,000 in a day, 400, 500 in a day. Killing just murdering the game, you know what I'm saying? I was intrigued, man. I was like, God damn, this guy's killing the game. But they got all different entities of stock, you know, and hitting all different targets and killing the game, man, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had to buy some stock from him, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you can't expect to take money out at the moment. And, you know, yeah, a small van, it's definitely a van. A Mercedes van is what I'm going to get instead of a car. I'm definitely going to buy a van. But I don't think I'll be upgrading my lifestyle for now. You know what I'm saying? We're in grind mode still. We're not like we're in grind mode, but we have to... you can't expect of any business for the first 6 months to try and upgrade your game in the first 6 months. It's nothing. 6 months is nothing. It's just you're in the baby stages of where you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the baby stages, and, you know, so, but I am humbled. I'm humbled to say that I've turned my, my car boot and market store business I've turned it into a job. You know what I'm saying? I've turned it into a job. I don't make up my man Jay Smith coming through. Good to see you there, Jay Smith. Big up my man Jay Smith coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. Yeah, I turned it into a job. So, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I put in the work. I've been putting in the work, man. I've been doing 3 o'clock in the morning, up, working all day, coming back 7 o'clock in the evening, 12-hour shifts, 13-hour shifts, whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Grinding it out on the store, working. My man SMS OTG Lifestyle coming through. Salute. Single man side of the game. Right?
At Cake-Protection-Unit-Gold-1890 Super Chatted £10. The summer car boots will take you up the next level.
Gold in the house, gold in the building. Yes, gold, you are 100% correct. I've got to be ready for that summertime car boot. So, you know, it isn't summertime yet, but it will definitely take me to another level. You know, but I want to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah, I've got to be ready for it because I realize what I need is depth, you know. I need stock. I need a lot of stock, and stock costs a lot of cake, man. I tell you, bro. You know, and, you know.
Ned Bundy tipped £10. Boss, have the Romanian dimes been giving out any single man side of the game in return for free watches?
My man. Big up to all the supporters at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Have I still got it? You're not making me feel like I still got it. You're making me feel about my man Ned Bundy. You are really filling up my fridge. You're filling up my fridge for the month, bro. You know what I mean? If I knew I was going to do a live like this, I would have went live earlier. My fridge is empty. Go, my man Ned Bundy coming through. Salute to you, brother. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. with another soldiers there. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about. Well, I can tell you a story about that.
Mr. Porter tipped £50. Good to see you again, boss. I've been giving all of my money to bar girls, but here's a small piece of cake for you.
All right. Yeah. We haven't lost it. Oh my gosh. My man Ned Bundy, my man Mr. Porter, my man coming through on the TTS side of the game. Oh man, I'm not gonna I'll be eating steak, no more soup. No, I'll be eating steak, no more soup, mate. I tell you. No more noodles for me. I'll be eating steak in a minute. God damn, my man Ned Bundy coming through with the 50 soldiers coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Man, we're just a force to be reckoned with, I think. Man, God damn, bro. God damn, everybody pulling up today. Pull up. Bow down and kiss the ring. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Jay Smith pulling up. Big up Ned Bundy coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. It feels good to still have it. Sometimes you can lose the ball, and sometimes you can bounce the ball, and sometimes you can have the ball. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like we still got the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, big up to Ned Bundy. I mean, what can I say? I don't know, man. If we get to a nice little drink today, I might even take a trip somewhere, but can't promise you that. You know what I'm saying? We got some things to do. You know what I'm saying? But that is amazing, bro, guys. That's amazing, guys. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Mr. Porter coming through. One of the greatest supporters. Okay, let's keep moving. So someone was asking a question. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'm steaming up out here. God damn, the baby oil is going in, man. God damn, man. All this cake is coming true. You know what I'm saying? But as you earned a spot, you earned a spot. Is John. I mean, there you go. Yeah, so spent all my money on lady drinks. Yeah, so like I was saying, when it comes to the Romanian ladies, I've been giving them a couple of things free, and I've been taking, I haven't really crossed the line with them when it comes to, trying to talk to them in that way. I can't be bothered with it, you know what I mean? You're a people person, you're a people making bank here. You're a people person, Baz. You got it. So Thailand this year, mate, 100%. Yes, you are correct, man. I'm a people. I think I really can say that to myself now. That I am a people person, you know, and that means a lot when you're doing market stores and you're doing car boots and things like that. Jay Smith knows, you know what I'm saying? Jay Smith should know that, doing market stores, a people person makes the market. Because I get a lot of people, guys, coming to me. I don't matter where I set up, no matter where I go, I get a lot of people coming to me, just coming in Boston market, this place, that. I get people just coming, talking, you know. And some other store holders are like, they're looking at me when I first come there, they're like, what's this guy doing? When they see me with the lady market, they're like, this guy selling makeup. What's this guy doing? They start laughing. But when they see them start pulling in, and I'm pulling left, I'm pulling the ladies in, and I'm pulling the men in, and I'm pulling this, they're like, God damn, bro. Then they come over and they're like, oh, this happened to me the other day in a car boot. The guy come over and like, huh, what are you selling over here? He started looking at the watches, and so that's a nice watch, man. Club Fillers Inc. watch, and then he bought it. He bought Club Fillers Inc. watch for himself, and we became friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But I used to be a market trader back in the day. Yeah, you used to be a big market trader, Jay Smith, for 10 years, you told me. So you know how the game is, you know what I'm saying? You know how the game is, you know what I mean? It's, it's a rough old game, but, you know what I mean? If you can make a little bit, if you're blessed enough to make a little bit of cake, you know what I mean, then you're lucky. I think it's got the combination, with me, it's the combination of, hard work was the first thing. You know what I mean? When are you thinking of? When are you thinking of going to Thailand? Probably next year, January, bro. OB. Next year, January. I've got work to do. You know what I'm saying? I've got work to do. I've got a lot of work to do. And I can't just take a trip right now in the midst of all what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm doing 4 markets a week. I'm building up my empire. Again, I'm building up my cash pot. You know what I mean? I can't just jump on a plane and just take it like that. I gotta really just knuckle down, and then maybe next year, January, I'll take a trip. You know what I'm saying? Gold says, what lines you been selling lately? What's the hotline at the moment? I know you've seen the videos. I'll tell you what a hotline is at the moment is the ladies' makeup. Oh, shoot. Is this gonna... Ladies' makeup. I hope this ain't gonna die on me. The ladies' makeup, bro, is a hot market, is a hot seller right now. Ladies' makeup is a very hot seller, and so we got the ladies' makeup, which is a hot seller. Whatever, that's what it is. Mascara for ladies is the hottest seller at the market right now. The hottest for the ladies. Hottest. Ladies can't resist that shit, man. Gee whiz, man. Yeah, man. And if you get back, what it is, you get pulling. What you got to do, you got to pull the ladies in with the, I see you there, Coco Road. Big up. I hope it's all good. You pull the ladies in with the mascara, and then you switch them over to the aftershave and switch them to the watches for their boyfriend. You know what I mean? Over Christmas, I saw a lot of ladies' watches, men's watches they bought for their boyfriends, you know, and husbands and things like that. So it's all a drawing effect, you know what I mean? Where I never used to have the lady market before, it was just watches, and I learned to realize that ladies market. Yeah, someone says ladies market small profit but items, but large quantity items. So yeah, that's right. What I've learned in the market stall is small ticket items bring massive turnovers in turnover in mass. So you think to yourself, how come this guy's selling things for £1, £2, he makes money? But it's the quick turnover, 5 cents, boom, 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 adds up before you know it. You're in some serious cake, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned that. And you got to get to know that, you know what I'm saying? That small ticket items do well. Where, you know, when I first started, I was just doing Club Fillers Inc. watches. You can't go into the market like that. You got to target. You got to target everybody. You know what I mean? And you got to know what you're doing, because you know the watch market can get the Boston ladies looking like dimes. Yeah, when it comes to the lady market, gold. I mean, dimes. I haven't really been playing around with them. You know, I haven't been playing. They've been coming to the store and buying them. They all come. I know all of them now. They all come to my store. They all buy. They have a little bit of a chat, a little friendly. There is some dime pieces though, man. Some of them are real dime pieces. You know what I mean? But I haven't crossed that line. I haven't crossed that line of trying to ask for no numbers or anything like that. I just straight business. I think they look at me like I just want their cake, their money. I just go for straight cake, mate, and boy, just leave it like that, because, you know, I just, you know. Yeah, you know, so that's what I said. So it's more of an effect of what you do. You got to know what you're doing, really. And I'm still a baby in the game when it comes to market trading and car boot. I'm still a baby. As I said, I met these other guys the other day, and they're just smashing the game. They're killing the game. God damn, I mean, you know, man taking serious money like that, it's like, God damn. And you go to their store, it's just wide open, 5, 6 stools they pay for, and you know, when they're going in hard. You know what I mean? I've just got one stool and I'm turning over. But, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm still a baby in the game. Will I get to that big stage? I think I'm going to go more down the brand. I want to do the more branded. I want to keep it professional, 100%. Yeah, I want to go branded with my Club Fillers Inc. watches more than car boot that big. But, you know, keep straight business with the ladies. It's good for your reputation with them. Yeah, that's what it is. I just keep it straight business. You know what I'm saying? I just, what are they selling? What are they selling? What do you mean what are they selling? What do you mean about that SMS OTG? I'm not sure. What do you mean what they're selling? Most of the girls who come to my stores, the ladies who come to my store, they work in the factory. Or they work in a factory. Most of them work in a factory in South East. You know, they're going to be factory work. Yeah, mostly factory work. Where they work in, don't make their money. Cash over. Oh, you mean what the other guy's selling? Everything. They sell everything. From perfumes to this, to the lady products, the men products, to this, to socks, to this to that. To, I mean, the whole store is just a mass, feel like a whole mass full of 101 small ticket items, turnover items, and they just turn over small ticket. They love that small ticket turnover items thing, ticket items, boom, 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 all different stuff they sell. Just unbelievable. I mean, you know, God, they got vans and trucks and vans. I just got a small little car. They got track van. They will sell rugs. They sell bloody mats. They sell this. They sell. It's like they want just targeting the whole wide world, man. There ain't nothing else they wouldn't sell. You know what I'm saying? I like your style, boss. Big up for that Cocoa Road, without a doubt. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they go hard in the field, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? You can get that body count up to 2,000. Yeah, so, you know, when it comes to the lady market, I just keep it professional and just make them, they buy stuff with me. They come, they flirt, they have fun, we have a little laugh, you know what I'm saying? And then they go, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, when it comes to, you know, I haven't really been crossing the line. I've been putting my head down, focus. Sometimes you got to focus and stay away from the, you know, the business and keep focus on your grind. So I've been on my grind, you know what I'm saying, without a doubt. But you said, man, positive and enthusiasm, oozing it or love it. Yeah, I mean, I've had a good run, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel more energized compared to I was when I came on live streaming, and I was feeling more like, you know, I got to the point in live streaming and doing my business and moving my business forward to the point where I got into a little slum. You know, I think I got into a little slum, guys. I think I needed to take that break away from streaming. I think I needed to take that break away from, and I need to re-examine my life. You keep it professional with customers. You got to keep it 100%. Yeah, I don't mix business with pleasure. I don't mix it. I just do business with it straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? But you do get some real cheeky Eastern European girls come up and they want things free. I get that all the time. I do give a couple of them free, and they come up and they do all kind of stuff. You know, some crazy stuff. I think when it comes to when I first started off, I was getting a lot of girls nicking my makeup and nicking things. One thing I did get nicked off me, what I was pissed off about. I bought a gold watch, a gold one. It wasn't my Club Fillers Inc. watch, but it was a gold watch. And it was a gold watch, and I put it in the winder turner. And it was a gold one. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I was selling it for like £40. And I put it in a winder turner. And I must have turned my back to go into the car, and there was a group of guys looking at the watches. But I usually go over to the watches and look at them, but I didn't look at that time. I went to the car, I came back, and I went back over to the makeup stand. I didn't look at the watch, but then when I went over to the watches again, bang, the watch was gone. And they took the winder sponge as well. I was pissed off. I was like, oh shit. Damn. That was one of the biggest losses. Like that. Damn, that was like 40 quid loss, bang, straight. You know what I mean? Oh man. I've had about 5 Club Fillers Inc. watches stolen off me before. I've had loads of makeup, you know, little stupid stuff. But the biggest one was that. I was pissed off, man. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But what can you do? It happens, isn't it? I've had shavers snicked off me as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, you win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? You just got to just keep pushing through, you know what I mean? But on the other hand as well, you know, guys, like 70% of my revenue comes from Eastern European people at the moment. 70%. You know, comes from Eastern European. So, you know, you got to win and you got to lose. And they got cake, but, you know, you think they're broke, but they're not. And when it comes to, like, the big ticket items like the big watches, and I'm going to buy these automatic watches. This is where the older guys come in. This is where the English people come in, and they spend big. They want that 50 and hundreds and big things, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, the Eastern European, they can, you got to be watching, you know what I mean? And it's me working on my store by myself. And I ain't got a small store. You see my store. It's got perfumes over here, you got aftershave over here, you got the makeup, you got the watches. The store is quite tall. So, you know, I've had it, man. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes sometimes. Are the automatics watches selling? I haven't got them yet. I've got an automatic fund. There you go. There's the fund. The new clicker. Look at the new clicker fund. Automatic watches fund. I haven't got them yet. I'm looking to make some. I'm looking to make them. They're not cheap. I can tell you that. So I'm looking to make them and try and bounce the ball off it. You know what I mean? They're going to be more expensive. They're going to be £55. My watch is right now 25. They're going to be £55. But I'm trying to target more of the English guys. The English guys got money, but they want to spend. You see, the thing about it, guys, not everybody likes cheap stuff, you know. Some people just like expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? And what I realize is that the English guys, they like expensive stuff. They don't like cheap stuff. But on the other hand, now, the Eastern European don't like expensive stuff. They like cheap stuff. So, but I haven't really got a high ticket item. I haven't really got a expensive stuff for them. I've got mostly like mid-range and £25. Some of them won't touch that. They're like, 25 quid watch. I don't want that. Bring me an automatic, you know what I'm saying, which is high powered, you know what I mean, and it was in range. You know, it don't have to be 100 quid or 250, but it can be 50 quid, £55. Knock them down a fiver at 50 quid. Brilliant sell, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm working on it. I just got to okay. Yeah, cheap watches what looks sell well 100%. The watches, Club Fellas Inc. watches, I'm down to my last 3. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a bit guilty. I'm down to my last 3 watches. So I've ordered some more in. I'm running late, but it should come by the end of the month. I'm running a little bit late. Stock has ran down. So far I've sold 500 Club Fellas Inc. watches. 500. This is going into 600 now. How long did we start it now? A year and a bit, year and 4 months. You know? Will you launch the new CFI watch soon? Yes, we get the fund up and I'll launch the watch, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be a beautiful watch, without a doubt, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been shifting units, man. I've been moving units. Sometimes the other day I was looking at, I sold 10 Travel Sport Club Fellas Inc. watches in a day. 11 in a day. I sold in one day. I couldn't believe that at one market. I was amazed, man. It's like that is crazy, man. It's crazy. Is the affecting your supply lines? Is the effect? No. What it is when it comes to supply lines, you need cake, bro. You need cake. It's not. See, the thing about it, my watches are not cheap to buy. They're not cheap to buy. Not cheap to import. I got to pay import tax. I got to pay. I can't tell you all the details, but I got to, by the time I finish, you know what I'm saying, that watch ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you need cake, mate. You need money. And, you know, there you go. But yeah, like I said, I'm ordering some more. There you go. Yeah, so without a doubt. So I put down the live streaming game for a little while because that's all what's been going. But I do believe that I had to leave the live stream. Sometimes you got to leave live stream for a little while. You got to leave YouTube for a little bit. I feel like I ran myself into a kind of a slump on YouTube where I was getting all depressed and my channel went down here and I was feeling like, you know, I just wasn't making no cake, really. Well, you know, the cake kind of dried up and it was going slow. That's the point where you got to step away from it. And then you got to come back into it and do something else. You know what I'm saying? It's still not going to go nowhere. But I feel like I ran myself into a slump, kind of like. And I had to pull away from it. And then it could always come back. So I've come back and I feel more refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Is there markets for Easter? 100%. You know, there is. There was actually I can tell you a story. We are going to go into the 5-point bulletins. But I can tell you a story. I woke up 2 o'clock this morning to do a car boot on a Friday today. And that was do a car boot on Friday. And I went to the car boot and it rained and it was windy. And the car boot was closed, you know what I mean? So I had to come back and had an early day today. So it wasn't today. But there's car boots saying all over the weekend. I'm going to be doing a car boot tomorrow. And I've got to start. And I've got to get there for about 4 o'clock in the morning. So this live stream's not going to be too long, guys. Because I've got to get there at 4 o'clock in the morning. So that means I've got to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. Crazy hours, man. And, you know, and then we got a car boot on Sunday. I got one on Sunday and I got one on Monday too. So, you know, there you go. Give thanks anyway, but I need some cake. It's rent week. It's rent week this week. I need some cake. So, you know what I mean? Boss, how many angry returns have you had? Very few, man. Very, very, very few. I don't think I've had one. That's it. One in Boston. One in Boston. One guy in Boston. I think I've had one. I can't remember more than one. I've had a lot of English guys come back to my store and say, hey, I love that watch, man, or even buy another one. That's what they do. They buy another one or buy two. That's what they do. When they realize, they come back, man, that's a good, you know what gets me? They think, oh, that was a good watch, man. Oh, it's a good quality watch, man. You know what I'm saying? And they come back and they buy another one or they buy two. You know what I'm saying? I've had that a lot. But I haven't had no angry returns of only one guy in Boston. So, you know, there you go. Give thanks for that. Boss Grifter, top block, grafting. Well, okay. Is the weird? No. He's the weird guy stalking me on the market. No, they don't stalk you after you. What I realized, once you put them on camera, they slow down. That guy never came back again after I put him on camera. See, if I have a problem on the market store, you do get it sometimes. You know, you get all kind of different stuff. You get problem people. Just blaze them up just video them. Just pull out your camera and video them. And I guarantee you they ain't coming back again. When they realize they're going to get blazed up all over YouTube. And they just don't come back again. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh man, this guy's going to put me all on YouTube. He's going to put me all over camera. I'm not going to bother with this guy. You know what I'm saying? You know. There you go. I never bought no Easter eggs. I have got the Dubai chocolate perfume. Well, I ain't gonna bother with no Easter eggs. You know, I sell no Easter eggs. Yeah. Okay. We got Southend massive, guys. We have to go into the 5-point bulletin though, because I don't know how long I can be on here, because as I said, I got an early start. I got three hard days this week. It's rent week this week, and I got 3 hard days to pump it through. I need to make some cake. I need to bounce the ball this week, so I got to get my beauty rest as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys have really been pumping through with a little bit of cake, so it's good. We're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. If you don't know, we go live. We go live whenever we can. We are going to be doing random live streams. Watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? We are going to come back. We are going to be traveling soon. And we are going to be doing an automatic. If you don't know what's on the clicker, it's an automatic watch, which I'm going to be making an automatic watch. And I'm trying to up my game with the watch game. And, you know, the stage we're at right now is that we're in grind season. It's the first 6 months of our career. And you can't expect for the first 6 months to have a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? I invest 95% of my profits back into the business, and I'm growing my business into a massive career. So I'm not a rich man right now. I'm still in grind mode. You know what I'm saying? My fridge is, there you go, Southend Massive coming.
At Southend Massive super chatted £5. At Southend Massive super chatted £5.
Back-to-back super chats there. My man Southend Massive coming through in a big way. Yeah, back-to-back super chat. That's what I like, mate. Cake over cake. Who's on the cake train? I see you there, my man. Copy and paste coming through. Copy and paste. Good to see you there at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. My man.
At Lavacu super chatted £38.77.
Coming true with a pinky. Coming true with a pinky on that put a smile on my face. I ain't seen a pinky in 6 months. God damn. Who made up that pinky word? It was me, wasn't it? I can't help. Who's on the cake train tonight? You guys are going in, man. You're making me too spoiled out here, mate. You know what I'm saying? This live stream is gonna send shockwaves through the community. You know what I'm saying? Too much cake going in. You know what I'm saying? God damn. This is gonna send shockwaves through the community. You know what I'm saying? This is our camp, without a doubt. We're dropping pinkies, you know what I'm saying? Gold, dropping yellows, pinkies, greens. The boss is back, you know what I'm saying? We back. We back up and running, you know what I'm saying? This is the way you do it, you know what I'm saying? Keep pumping through, boy. Big up copy and paste, coming through with the pinky. You know what I mean? Spreading love to the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? What can I say, man? Cake on top of cake on top of cake. You know what I'm saying? We are killing it tonight, guys. It's coming left, right, and center. You know what I'm saying? The boss is back in town. Where's the crown? You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping lyrics after lyrics. You can't make this stuff up, I tell you. Big up my man, copy and paste coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel, man. God damn, bro. Having you, great having you live, bro. You know, I'm a soldier, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier, man. I'm a warrior to the end, bro. If you guys know what I've been through the last 6 months, you say, God, bro, you're a trencher, bro. You're the trenches, man. I've been through rain. I've been through storm. I've been through 3 o'clock in the mornings, 2 o'clock in the mornings, 4 o'clock in the mornings, grinding, putting up stores, putting down stores, serving all the customers myself, grinding it out. But it feels good when you break through that barrier and you get back up on top, and you know what I mean, you're grinding, you're coming back again. It feels good. It feels good that you know, you still get your blessings and people are still, you know, you still got people supporting you. You know, even though the other side you have a lot of hate on one side, but there's always going to be these people who love the boss, love the cake, love the channel, love everything about it. So you got to take the rough with the smooth, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the cake has been, boy, the cake has been amazing, man. I'm coming through with a pinky. You know what I mean? Just show you that you still got love. We still got it. We still got it. We just got to amplify on it. And we ain't even in Thailand yet. What happens when we get to Thailand? What happens when we pump it through in Thailand? What happens when we bring the ladies on? What happens? God damn, bro. What happens when we go to a bar in Thailand and hang up in a bar? Man. Get your cake ready because we're going in. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, you worked hard on that, Gold. Gold, you did 2 good things. I was working on that. And that link you gave me. I think that link you gave me, Gold, I think I've made about 5 G's off that link you gave me. Seriously, true talk. I made about 5 G's off that link you gave me. I just never knew about that link. But there you go. I don't want to talk too much about it. But yeah, that was a good on you, mate. You know. Okay. Okay, there you go. Good to see you back, bro. A little, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Consider yourself success of the market store. How much would you value the empire now, boss? Well, you know, I mean, I could do with selling it. You know what I mean? I could do with selling it. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I wonder if I could sell the whole market stores, what I do, plus the YouTube.
At Keith Jenkins Salute super chatted £75.57. Blessing hooray.
Jenkins coming at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. God damn, bro. God damn. We back up in the game with Pinky. Man. Oh, man. Man, bro. Man, Keith Jenkins coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. That's the way I like it. Keith Jenkins coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Keith Jenkins, you did a great thing there, bro. Coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. My man Keith Jenkins coming true. Such a great guy. I was thinking the other day we had some good times with Keith Jenkins, man. I was thinking when we went over to what's his name again? We went over to that guy's channel. We showed some power to the Club Fillers Inc. We were just brushing up the Club Fillers Inc. You know, and we threw pinkies, we threw dubs, we threw money. We were just throwing left, right, and center over the other side community. What's the guy's name? I can't remember the guy's name, but yeah, bloody hell, man. We were just pumping our name out there. I was thinking we had some great times, man. God damn, bro. Welcome back, Keith Jenkins coming true at the Club Fillers. I can't remember the guy. What's the guy's name? What is the guy's name? I can't remember his face. I can't remember his name. Who's the one who made up the whole of this live streaming thing? Who was the first person to live stream? You guys remember? I've been off the game a long time. We went on his channel. We called some. We were dropping pinkies and dropping Club Fillers Inc. He was saying Club Fillers Inc. And yeah, we were putting our name out there, man. You know, we were moving. Them days we were moving hard. You know what I'm saying? I was moving with 3-4 big super chatters. When you're moving with 3-4 big super chatters, man, you can go over to the channel and cause some havoc. You know, and put your name out there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put in the chat who's the guy who made up the whole of this live. Who's the first live streamer? No, Steph wasn't the first live streamer. You know, the person who was the first live streamer. He live streamed with his laptop. Someone knows it in the background. He live streamed with his laptop, and he was the first streamer in the whole of the world, basically. You know, you know, somebody must know it. God damn, come on, guys, man. Don't let me read my brain so much. You know, my man Keith Jenkins coming through with 100 soldiers. Big up for that at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Dropping a pinky. Okay. Yeah, he's Ice Poseidon. That's it. Sorry, Ice Poseidon. That's it. We went over to Ice Poseidon's channel. And Ice Poseidon, we just started dropping pinkies and reds and greens, jumping into that IRL community, you know, IP2 community. They were going crazy. Who is this guy, Club Fillers? I got him on my lips, man. I got the lips on it. That was most important, you know what I'm saying? So Ice Poseidon, you know, there you go. Ice Poseidon, used to watch him too. Yeah, Ice Poseidon, IP2. That's it, the ITP2 community. Went over there with a few guys. We just started pumping the name out. You know what I'm saying? Doing the groundswell. You know, there you go. Keith Jenkins coming through with 100. Copy and paste coming. God damn, guys, we're a force to be reckoned with, man. God. Some of you guys making me feel like I shouldn't have left live streaming so long, but I had to, because I had to get to that. I had to push the plane up to a certain point. And when the sun's at a certain point, and it's at, right now my plane is in an altitude where it's cruising, guys. The market still is cruising. I know what sells. I know what doesn't sell. I know what's going to make. I know I know how much I'm going to make weekly. And now I'm at a point where I can let back. I can relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But pushing that plane up to get it up in the air to cruising altitude takes a lot of hard work, dedication, focusedness, and knowing exactly what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's not for everybody. It's bloody hard work pushing a business together, any kind of business. But because I've done businesses on top of businesses when I was 20 years old, I know what it takes. 6 months of dedication, and you got to leave one alone for a little bit and then come back to it after and then go push it up in the air. It's a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, our plane's up in the air, so, you know, it's good to come back on the streaming. Yeah, we're on autopilot, so you get to a certain point. So I'll probably leave it. I'll probably leave the market stall to a point where I can turn it into a job and then take it work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been working my ass off, man. God damn. I've been working so hard, I was so scared, guys. I stopped drinking. I actually stopped drinking. I said, no, man, I can't drink on top of this because I know that I get gout, for one, and for two, I'm worried about that blood pressure shit, you know what I'm saying? So I said, nah, mate, something's got to give, because this kind of work here, you're back-to-back working 12 hours, 14 hours daily, this, that, putting up stores, this kind of thing will mash up people, man. I said, nah, you know what, I'm going to have to get my health in order to keep this going. You know, so being scared is a no-go. No, because what it is, right, if you go too hard in life, when you get to a certain age, right, copy and paste, you turn over 50, 55, I'm 54 years old. You can't go too hard, bro. You got to slow your ass down. You got to slow it down, bro. You're not 19, bro. You can't be waking up, boom, boom, with this, that, and drinking and partying, doing all this crazy stuff. Your body will say, all right, let me show you. Sit you in a bed for a long time. I'm going to sit you in a bed. And I couldn't sit in bed because I was starting an empire, business. And when you first start a business, you got to push. It's like a plane taking off. You got to taxi around the airport. And then you got to take off at full speed to get it up in the air. And that's the same as a business. You got to take off at full speed. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to, then when it get up in the air and it relaxes, then you can relax back and then start talking and serve some drinks like I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? But at the beginning, you can't relax. You got to get that story up in, to get that plane up in the air. Any business you do, it doesn't matter what business you do, you want to start it. You got to 100% effort into the business. You know, and that's yeah. There you go. You know, great playing analogy. Yeah, you got to do it like that, and you know, you got to put 100% effort in it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? I said I've been doing business from when I was young, guys. I'm still not successful. I wouldn't say, look, we made success at YouTube, Club Fillers Inc. I'm building a brand. I'm still not rich. I'm still not rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm just plodding along. You know what I'm saying? And doing what I got to do. But we got huge potential. Huge potential. We all got bills. I got bills. I got a massive electric bill. We got bills. You understand? But we got huge potential. You understand? So, you know, you come on a live stream and a man just drop you a dove. You got a man just spreading love to you. A man was throwing you a pinky and saying, hey, man, come on, man. You can do it, man. I've seen you put in the work. I've seen you this and that. You know, there's two things I respect in a man. One is honesty. And the second thing is damn hard work. That's two things I respect. If a man's working hard, I'm never going to stop that. And I respect a man's honesty. I don't care how much it hurts. If you're honest, this is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the way it is. Yeah, loyalty is very important, without a doubt, without a doubt. You know, there you go. So, yeah, so we even when it comes to this live streaming game, we've built an empire up. And you see that we still got it. You know, we could have lost the ball. Did we lose the ball? At some point, rewind the tape 6 months ago, did we lose the ball? We was in a slum. We needed to pull out the slum. It don't mean your business is going to go anywhere. You pull yourself out the slum, you were doing the same thing all the time. Yeah, I'm not mentioning no names, but you can see, like, you know, some people are in a slum and they just can't pull themselves out of the slum. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull yourself out of the slum. You can't just sit in a room all day and get yourself in a slum. You got to pull yourself out and show the viewers that, listen, we're going to get to where we're going to get to. We're going to get, and our destination is to get to Thailand and do some great things. But you got. Has anyone been timed out for foolishness yet? Oh no, okay. Working car boots ain't gonna make you rich. It's small money. That I agree with. I agree with that. I do agree with that statement. I won't agree it's small money, but I agree that it's a salary. It's a job, isn't it? It's not gonna make you rich, but it's a job. So the job's it's a job, and I got a job. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. It is. I only work 4 days a week. You know, 4 days a week. Turn over like $3,000 a month. It's a job. So it's not going to make me rich, but it's a job. I still got a job, ain't I? I still got my YouTube, and another thing is a job around my brand. So I got my brand, and I got a job. Or I've implicated the job with the brand, and I'm working for myself. And I'm only working 4 days a week. I could do my little YouTube on top of it, make a little drink. So it's not so bad, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to make you rich. Well, it can make you rich. It just depends on how smart you are. It's just like saying, can a job make you rich? A job can make you rich. It depends how clever you are. You know, you're more clever you are. You still, the more clever, I see you there, Tan. The more clever you are, the more rich you can be. You know what I mean? You know, you just you get a job and you get a job, you buy a house, you buy another house, you buy something else, you put some money in the stock market, you invest here, you invest there, you do some other things, the next minute you're rich. So it's the same with this, you know what I'm saying? You know, boss, you still got the Merc. Yeah, I still got the Merc. The Merc's doing a good job. It's a job. Yeah, 100% it's a job, without a doubt. Well, it's not a job. It's not a job. It's a business. It's a business, but I've turned it into a job. It's not a job. It's not a job. A job is not a job because it's a business. It's a business, but I'm turning it into my own job. See, I can go in different directions with it. I can do it, you know, complete it as a business, or I can complete it as a job. So I'm going to turn it into a job, but it's still with my empire. There you go. I can't tell you everything. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot. Yeah, you get a lot of. I've videoed a lot. It's a lot of foolishness. You get a lot of foolishness. You're in the market. You're on the street. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get. I've had a lot more than what I showed you. A lot of foolishness. You know what I mean? But that's what comes in parcel with it. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah. So the Merc is still there. I mean, it's an old car. I'm driving an old car. I drive an old car. I could drive a better car, but you know, the car is not on my agenda right now. It goes. I bought a couple of tires the other day for it. I spent a little bit of money on it. I've got to service it and everything else. It goes, it works, it does the job. It does the car boot, so I'm not going to change it for now. I do need a little van. I would like to get a little white van and put Club Fillers Inc. all over it, mark it all over Club Fillers Inc. Get a little Mercedes van, but you know, hey, you know, that's going to be another investment. Has anybody stolen anything off the market store? 100%. I get something stolen every week. You know what I'm saying? Of course I get it stolen. You get your market store, you get people stolen every week, all the time. Girls stealing makeup and stealing stuff. And people steal all the time. People market stores, man. And a market store like mine, you know, you get stolen. I get stolen stuff all the time. It just comes part and parcel with it. Just don't like when they steal my watches. They can steal my makeup. I only pay bloody 25p for it. They can steal that. But I don't like when they steal my watches though. Or my aftershaves. My aftershaves, my watches on my bread. And other little things are just dibby stuff, just to bring the ladies in. You know, ladies love all that shit, mascara and makeup and all that foolishness. But yeah, there you go. You know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like it's a massive. It's not like it's like I said. It's what you do with it. It's just like the live streaming game and the YouTube game. You know, it's not like you could. I always knew I could still do more with what I got. I still can do more, but now we got all it is the position we're in now. We're in a better position because we've got the live streaming game. Plus, we've turned it into from the live streaming game. Imagine we've done some great things with this live streaming game. You know, we built up my whole of my bloody property from start. Well, where I live, it's all was paid for the live streaming game. I've traveled to Brazil. I've traveled to Philippines. I've traveled to Ukraine for the live streaming game. You know, I've rebuilt myself. We built a brand. The most important thing we did with the live streaming game was build that Club Fillers Inc. watch brand. That's why I had to pull it in. And it was important that even if we went to China or we didn't, we got the brand together because I knew I could turn that brand. This is where the importance of cleverness comes in. You turn the brand into a business. Now, it was difficult because when we first got the brand, I first got the business, we were brainstorming. I was thinking about it the other day, we were brainstorming. Everybody was brainstorming. How can we sell the watches? How can we sell the watches? And I was kind of lost myself. I was like, oh, damn, I got 100 and something watches here. Oh, I got hundreds of watches here. I'm not sure how I'm going to sell them. So we did come up with some great ideas, and we sold them through the Pinkies online and everything. That was great. That was a good little run. How are we going to sell the rest? And then it's like, when you're a genius, guys, someone says one thing, just a light bulb goes off in your head. Whoever said it, I don't know who said it, but someone said car boot. Now, I never really thought of car boot. I never really thought of car boot of a thing which was going to make money. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what I thought of car boot. But whoever said car boot, a light bulb went off in my head. And I said, car boot? I said, yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea. And then we went from car boot, and we did a car boot into market store, into a market trader. And then from the market, that's when the real money started coming in. Because that's when we started gathering up community. Then we did it in Boston. Then we bought a community around the market store. And that's when the money coming in, because you get repeat business and your character comes in and people know you and everything else. And then we turned that into a business, and I've turned it into a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about being how clever you are. You know what I mean? So obviously you're not going to get rich. Well, because you can, I won't put my mouth on it. You definitely can become rich from the empire we got. It just depends how clever we are. You know what I'm saying? It depends how clever you are. You can definitely become rich, but you just got to be clever. You know? There you go. But so a lot of people suggest car boot, but I don't believe that. 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 A lot of people suggested it. I don't believe that. I know myself. I know one thing I know about myself is that I listen to what people say, and I sign it. But it was one person said it when we were brainstorming, and whoever that person was, I know it myself. When people say things, I digest it and I see how it goes, and I digest it. When a light bulb went up in my head, and that took me to where I am today. Just because that one word when somebody said car boot. And I tried it. And I went from car boot, which you think car boot is a low level thing. But I used to think that car boot is a low level thing. I used to think like the way some people feel, it's just small money, you just make enough money for your petrol and everything. Then I realized, car boot can make a fucking ton of money, bro. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're making your money from, you're making money. By rubbing shoulders with certain people and rubbing shoulders with certain guys and realizing what they're about, what their business is, I realized, fuck me, bro. Like, God damn. Like I said, I met these guys, and they do the car boot, they do like 6 stores and 5 stores, and they got all different things, rugs, this, perfumes, aftershave, all kind of different stuff. Making 3,200 in one day, 900 in a day, 500, 700. They're all talking about it. They bring me in, they warm me in, and, they know they like me, you know what I'm saying? They give me stuff to sell on a real low cheap, you know what I'm saying? And they're bringing me in, you know what I mean? But, I don't want to do it on that's a big stores. I got to get a van and all kind of different stuff. But, I used to think car boot was a low level. And I moved on from car boot because of that. I started doing market trading, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to step my game up. But I don't give a damn if it's car boot. I don't care where I make my money from. If it's a sweet shop or a bloody Bond Street shop or a bloody car boot, I just want to know where the money is, you understand? And I realize it's not a low-level thing. It's not a low-level thing, bro. You can bloody make a lot of cash, bro. if you bloody know what you're doing. Okay. There you go. Okay, yeah, so like I said, you know what I'm saying? My man, copy and paste. So we got some amazing stuff. We've done some amazing stuff. So we did that, and then we turned it into a business, and we made our watch brand for this live streaming game for my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? You could say YouTube is low level, but I built a whole brand from it. I built a whole watch from it. I turned that watch, I don't know, from 6 months, I don't know, I can't tell you how much money I made, but you know what I'm saying? You'd be shocked how much money I've made from October to now. It depends how clever you are. You know what I'm saying? So, you might say not making you rich, but it's all good. My man Normative coming to you. Good to see you there, boss. Welcome back. Streaming. Good to see you there, Normative. Salute, bro. We out here, man. We've been killing the game out here, man, today. You know what I'm saying? We've been killing the game. Anybody know how much cake we're up to right now? Can you commit to bringing back the Big Boss Fridays? I probably can go. I probably can. If that's what we're gonna go down, so Sean the Prawn. I really want to know what we want to do. Well, the thing about Sean the Prawn, the Big Boss Fridays kind of got into a slump, you know. We kind of got into a slump on the Big Boss Fridays, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to be careful. I want to know exactly what we're going to do. I have a supply, electronic perfumes, other stuff. I'll send you. Okay. Electronics, I will send you an email. Still want to sell stuff online or person? I'll send you airports, perfumes, clothes, myself, okay. Send me the email, man. No big deal. Send me the email. I'm not really expanding into different other things at the moment. Well, what it is, South and Massive, a lot of people don't want to put the work in, or they don't want to outthink. You know, the thing about it, you know, I was watching this documentary one time, and someone says, "What is it with men?" And he says, "Some men just don't think. You got to outthink and outsmart your situation. Not everybody wants to do that. You got to be really clever as a man. And you got to be really smart. I'm not. Would you say I'm clever? I would say I'm lucky. Would you say I'm hardworking? I think it's a combination of a few things. My character. People got to warm to you. You got. I'm not ignorant. But it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to turn everything around and try to pull it in. I mean, like I said, I've been there where I'm in a slump, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm in a slump. I know what it's like in a slump. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, I was real low. That's why I always big up GC and big up Cheap Charlie, because anybody who brings me in, anybody who brings me in and makes me make cake, I'm never going to forget that person, no matter what happens. I'm never going to disrespect that person who brings me from where I was to where I am today. It's not going to happen. I'm just not that kind of character. I'm a kind of guy which I'm never going to forget that. So I was in a slump when I first started this YouTube channel. I was kind of lost. You get lost, don't you? Remember, guys, I've been rich before, you know. And you can see a character who's been rich, because when you become rich before, you know how to become rich again. You know, I'm not everybody. These people will go to Thailand, lose it all, come back and never can get rich again. But, you know, I've been in a slump, but I picked myself up. Do you wish you followed the chat advice earlier? I'm not the kind of person who's going to sit there and listen to everything in the chat and do it. That's just not my kind of character. That's not what I would live my life like. That's stupidity. Because the chat can sway you in one way or the other. I do what's organic to me. And I have that feeling of what I know what's going to work. Like I said, when someone said the car boot, the light bulb went off my head. If I don't get that light bulb, I don't get that feeling, I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. No matter what happens, you know what I'm saying? You know, no matter what happens, it's a feeling. It's a feeling what you get, and you know, they say, you know, don't never make moves unless your heart's in it. So I'm not going to make a move unless the heart's in it, you know what I'm saying? So I won't follow every last advice, but I'll do the best, you know what I'm saying? My man, Tequila Joe, are you AI powered now? Big up Tequila Joe. That was the second thing. Big up Tequila Joe, man. Good to see that your business is doing good and everything else. Tequila Joe, right? I would say between gold and Tequila Joe, especially Tequila Joe, not especially, I would just say Tequila Joe, between gold and Tequila Joe, by you saying that AI was one of the most amazing things I've ever established, probably in my life. I don't know, man. That was one of the most amazing things I've really established in my life. I use AI every single day. I'm just an addict. Since you told me, I never really realized it. But I'm just an addict for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an addict for it. And it just clarifies everything. I'm not saying it's 100% correct, but it just clarifies everything. And it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that was a part of my success too. I think the thing about AI, you don't make mistakes when you do AI. You can make a lot of mistakes in business, and you can mess up. I don't make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big up for that. Big up for that link there, Tequila Joe, for that advice. Someone says sometimes you can get a lot of gems if you're in the right if you just, in some things. So I said some things you do and some things you don't. You can get some gems from some people. And the AI was one, Goals Link was another. Doing a car boot was amazing. Just to start, and then went from the car boot transition to a market trader. Like I said, sometimes you can see people are looking from your life out, but not everything I would take, but something you take and you move forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. Been up with the guys in the chat where the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. If you're in the background, say something or forever hold your peace. But one thing I must say, guys, it is challenging. It's still a challenging road. Everything is still challenging. And, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. I can see, that but I just got to be careful of myself too. Well, the thing about AI, what AI did for me as well, it made me change my money management. It made me change because I have terrible money management. I openly admit it. I have terrible money management. You know what I'm saying? And it changed me for that, to make not stupid moves. And another thing, I like shiny object syndrome. I have shiny object syndrome. I have that problem. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. I have shiny object syndrome. If you bought gold, Britannia coin, okay, yeah. So between them two things, it made me realize it's not a good thing. If you can't, you should pay £20 to subscribe to Cloud AI for more superior ChatGPT. Can finance is better if you ChatGPT Cloud AI change your life. Something I'll think about. I think about it. The thing about it right now, Tequila Joe, in business, when you're in the first 6 months of business and you're investing 95% of your profit into the business. And the thing about it, Tequila Joe, I came into this business without safety net, without no cash, without safety net, without no cash, without no backative. And everything I'm paying is paying for myself. So I've got to pay for my property, I've got to pay for my car, I've got to pay, like a job. But you haven't got a job, you got a business. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 9-to-5 job, that's normal. You just went from, I've got to pay it all myself. So out of all the business, I've got to pay everything myself. Electric bill, this bill, that bill, council tax, everything myself. So I've got to take that chunk out, and then on top of that. So I'm not about to put myself in no more debt. I ain't got no more fee. I got no more, my man, Robert McInager, big up yourself. Cloud of a little better than he needed to look up on, man. I can build coin jobs. Yeah, so I'm not about to get another direct debit. I'm trying to cut down my direct debits. You know what I mean? I did put in ChatGPT my whole revenue of how much my cost is. And ChatGPT says the reason why you can make it in business and the reason why you can make it successful is because of your cost is so low. It's very low for the UK, which that was very important for me, because I do believe that my costs are low, but it's still still not easy, brother. I can tell you that. But have you been watching Charlie India? 100%, yes. Would you go? Yes, I would go. Would you go to India? Yes. I've been watching Cheap Charlie. I have been watching Cheap Charlie. Big up to Cheap Charlie. I've been watching him in India. Some good content there, man. You got some good content there. It's something unusual, different. I would definitely go to India, 100%. You're definitely going to see me in India, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Do you factor in sell-through rate? No, I don't factor in sell-through rate. That's a bit of a difficult business, sell-through rate. Yeah, he produces some great streaming, without a doubt. Something different and unusual he's bringing to the table of the live streaming game. That's one thing I must say. Definitely unusual content. I would definitely go to India, without a doubt. We're going to see us in India, guys, if I can get the SIM card as well. We're going to be doing some great things, man. The bigger I get, the more I do. We're going to be doing some great things. It's our time now. So like I said, it's our time, guys. It's not our time yet. By the end, you know, if I keep grinding, by the end of the year, it might be our time. But I've got to get a big cash buffer behind me. I haven't got the cash buffer behind me. I know what sell-through rate means, but I don't know what it means when it comes to market stall and all that. When it comes to market stall, can you educate me when it comes to market stall and sell-through rate? I know what it means when it comes to converting sales and all kind of things. Do you have any traveling plans for the end of the year? Yes, my man Normative, good to see you there, bro. I am definitely looking to go to Thailand. I definitely am. But how long I go for a Normative is another thing. But you're definitely going to see me in Thailand by 2026-7. I've got to get a new passport as well, actually. So I've definitely got to get. I'm going to get to Thailand without a doubt. There's no doubt about that. You know. So what I'm doing right, Normative, I'm converting my business into a job at the moment. So once I'm converting it into a job, and then I pay myself a salary, then I'll have some cash buffer behind me to travel and things like that, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'll definitely be in Thailand. Well, I'm not saying definite 100%, but it's looking like that, you know what I'm saying? And if worse comes to worse, I'll probably go for a month, you know. If worse comes to the worst. If the best case scenario, 3 months. Worst case scenario, a month. You know, there you go. Yeah, Thailand is getting very expensive. It's not becoming a cheap option no more. Yeah, it's a shame. It's kind of gone a bit crazy. Yeah, so like I said, Cheap Charlie's been producing some great content. I would love to go to India. I would love to go there. I have a passion for Indian women. Yeah, I have a passion for that. I'd love to go to India.
The top Cheap Charlies are super chatted £15 and 11 pence.
My man, OG. Cheap Charlie coming through at the club, fellas. Ain't YouTube channel, too much blessings on top of blessings, man. God damn, bro, you guys are going in tonight, man. Man, it looks like I can't stay. I really can't stay on here all night, you know, bro. I'll tell you that. I really gotta get some sleep, but my man OG, Cheap Charlie coming through. I think I'm gonna be on here till about 9 o'clock, guys, and I'm gonna go to bed. So, well, I'll try to do 9 o'clock. I'll try to be on here till 9 o'clock. So I'll just tell you the time, the cutoff point, because I've got to wake up at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So that's you know what I mean. I got to get up and go, or 3:30 maybe. Okay, big up to Cheap Charlie's father. Yes, Cheap Charlie. OG, Cheap Charlie coming through. Long time no see, bro. I not see you for a long time, man. All the OGs coming through. Why is it when you separate yourself away from streaming, when you come back, it's pure cake? I haven't hit my, I haven't hit my target. I haven't hit my minimum. I haven't hit my minimum payout for 3 months on YouTube. For 3 months. I haven't hit my minimum. So I've not had no salary. Big up to OG coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. I'm sure I'll hit it this month. Might be able to get myself I might be able to, not this month, I think this will go for next month. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah. Yeah, this will go for next month. Big up CC. We're having a great night tonight, ain't we, guys? God damn, bro. Just baked a cake. Thought I'd give you cake. We're having a great night tonight, man. It's too much blessings on top of blessings, you know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes, guys, I can look at the background and say to myself, you know, sometimes some people look at you with my character and me. I get people like this. Some people's going to love me or they're going to hate me, one of the two. But sometimes I can understand because, you know what's crazy about it? When you do market stalling, guys, sometimes even there I get some hate. I've had some hate from some managers. And I'm not exactly sure why. But I do understand. Because the thing about when I do market stall, I'm showing a gift, you know. You're showing your gift. I'm showing my hand. That's what I should say. I'm showing my gift and I'm showing my hand. Market stall, you're showing your hand. Especially when you're cut above the rest. The way the store is set out, the way the market is, the way the people warm to you, the people's come in and this and that, and all kind of thing. You're your own brand, you've got your own watch. You're not only a store holder, you're a brand ambassador. You know what I'm saying? You've got your own watch, you've got your own brand, you've got your own thing. You're selling products, you're making money. You know what I'm saying? Doing this, it's like, you know, but you're showing your hand a lot. You're showing a lot of people and the thing, I know my gift. And when you have to show that. So sometimes some people can get intimidated by that, you know what I mean? Too blessed to be stressed, yeah. Or some people can show, well, you have to show that. Because I'm pulling everything I can out when it comes to market stall because, you know, and every last thing I do with that market stall is quite ingenious, especially for just coming in for the first 6 months. I could have easily failed at that. You can easily fail at market stall. It's not an easy thing just to crack into. Just to say, yeah, you're just going to come and just turn up and all of a sudden you sell. So many people fail. Or don't make no money or break even or make small money. But, you know, and then you come on a live stream and then you show, you know, that's another thing. You show your gift again. Because you have a lot of people warming to you, people doing this, people dropping you cake, people this, that. It's showing your gift. And some people get intimidated by that. You know, especially if you're a weak man. If you're a strong man, you'll be like, oh man, I want to be associated with you. If you're a weak man, you're like, man, this guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about him, man, but boy, you know, he's got everything I want. Everything you need. So I can understand that. Big up all the guys in the chat. We're in the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Someone says, too blessed to be stressed. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, man. You just gotta keep pushing. $200. That's what we're at. $200. God damn. Then we got another. What we got on the TTS? Another 80 pound, 90 pounds. That's $300. Not bad, bro. For an hour's work. $300 for an hour's work. God damn, man. You see what I'm saying? You're showing your blessings, and we're just getting started. We ain't in Thailand yet. We ain't cracked too big yet. You know what I'm saying? It's blessings, a lot of blessings. We're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight, pumping through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. My chat frozen. Don't tell we started with the frozen chats again. We're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight, pumping through. Giving it the best we can with what we got. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, there you go. That cheddar make you feel better. Well, it sure does, Tequila Joe, because like I said, you're in business yourself. And you know, you've been in there much longer than me, but I'm only 6 months in, Tequila Joe, like I said, and I'm working with no safety net. I'm working, you know, I could fail just like that tomorrow. I could fall off the wagon like that tomorrow. You know what I mean? I could fall off so easy. You know, things are just hitting me left, right, and center, left, right, and center. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to fall off. But I'm holding on, you know what I'm saying? Okay, boss is getting them Ice Poseidon TTS numbers, without a doubt. Without a doubt, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We're going to start the 5-point bulletin soon. So, Tequila Joe, I hope your business is doing okay. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's doing good. And, you know, I always thought about, could I sell waxes on my stall? I wonder if I could sell your sexy wax on my stall. Maybe 1 or 2 I could probably sell. It's just a markup. The thing about it is that I think people are just a bit speechless, boss. It's not every day you witness a resurrection of the CFI channel. Yeah. You know, it's like it's grind season, Tequila Joe. It's grind season when you're the first 6 months of business is so hardest, guys. It's make or break. The first year, you can't expect to take no cake out of it or anything. You got to grind, man. For the first year, you know what I mean? Even 2 years. Just say a year into the business, you'll know. I'm 6 months into my business. And I'm in grind season. But I've been blessed. But, you know, I'm nowhere where I want to be. If I was where I want to be, I would be in a serious position. But still, give thanks. I'm not sure if I'm going to get gout tomorrow because I had quite a rough day of eating some sugar and I had a glass of wine. That's a recipe of gout. Have you been cold? Cold is an understatement, bro. I've been cold, freezing, wet, drenched to the floor with water, cold, freezing cold, out there in the morning, freezing cold, head cold, neck cold, back cold, hands cold. That's an understatement, bro. Out there in the working, sitting on the stool, freezing cold, feet wet, head wet, this wet. I've been through it all, bro. It ain't no joke, bro. I've been through the trenches, bro. I've been like a soldier through the trenches. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Just to get this business model up and running. One of the hardest. I ain't worked this hard since I was 18. So I've done a lot of business models in my time. I produced a lot of businesses, turned it up. This is one of the hardest ones I've ever done. I hope it's worth it. So I tell you, you're really getting out there in the freezing cold in the winter. I remember I did the hardest months. Hardest months in business is after January, February, March. They're the hardest months, man. I've just done the hardest months. Freezing cold, wet trenches, no market stallers around. You see the wind one when I show you like the wind one, all the wind, no market stallers around. Wind was blowing. I'm there by myself. I'm out there. Why was I there? People looking at me, all the managers looking, why is this guy here? I'm here because when I'm going the wet and the cold and I'm out there and all the managers look, why is this guy here? I'm here because I'm smart. Are you still selling watches? What are you doing? What's what I'm doing, Tequila Joe? First of all, I started doing watches. Then I started doing my own brand of watches. Then I've moved from my own brand of watches to leather strap watches. Then I'm doing automatic watches now. And now I'm doing my own brand of automatic watch. So I'm starting to, I'm doing a fund for it to get my own brand of automatic watches. So I want to do automatic watches. And then from then, that's just one part of it. Because in the first January, February, March, on Market Store, you don't expect their high ticket items. Like 40, 50, 30, 25. That's high ticket item for winter. So I started moving on to the lady market. So now I'm doing the lady market. So I started doing makeup, mascara, you know, all the things what ladies love. And I'm telling you, man, I've learned a lot doing that. I've got a table just for the ladies. I learned a lot from that shit. I learned a lot. I realized working with ladies and ladies buying on your store, they just buy. They just buy. Snap, 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 snap. They just got no self-control. Especially when you've got different little entity things. I've got different things, what they love. I targeted different things they love, like the mascara, the makeup, the eyeliner, the this, the that, the this, the lipstick, this, that, you know, perfume. They're just uncontrollable when it comes to spending. And that really took me through the last 3 months. So I've moved on to the lady market. Then I moved on to the perfume, inspired by perfumes, which are amazing. They hit up the South, the Eastern Europeans love it. And, you know, Indian people, all different kind of races love that kind of thing, you know, and I'm doing inspired perfume. That's what I'm doing, inspired perfume. Then I'm doing shavers as well. Shavers are amazing. It's all to do with the beauty and the cosmetics and looking after yourself. Shavers are amazing, you know, and that's my life, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could get it. I wish I could get it. If you could get me, Kylie Jenner, lips, for $5, I would buy thousands of them, 1,000 of them tomorrow, because they would go like that. They would go like water. When I introduced my boss. Don't give away all the secrets. Yeah, I'm trying not to. When I introduced my mascara, it's mascara. It was a shop that was closing down on eBay, and I introduced and I bought 100 mascara. I said, let me just try out this mascara because I've got a ladies' table. Because I did punch in the same thing you gave me. Well, I won't tell you the secret. Anyway, well, I said, let me try this mascara. Because I said, I'll just give you a secret. I said, what is the #1 thing ladies love to buy and wear? And AI said, mascara. I said, let me try this mascara. I bought 100 mascaras and I put it on a stool. And I found this guy on eBay, and he sold me 100 mascaras. And I put it on a stool, and I was bang, bang, bang. Not only Eastern European now, English, white, young, old, everybody, lady buys that mascara. Like, that was just like a winning, that was just like a bingo. I sold 200 of them, and I only had it 2 weeks ago. And the guys ran out of them. It's pissed me off, but I'm going to get something more. But yeah, like I said, I sold 200 of them just like that. That's what it goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get a line, you put it on the stool, and bingo, it just goes like that, tomorrow. It's not a massive turnover, but it brings the ladies in and it diverts them. See, I'm giving you the secret there. And diverts them onto other things, what they buy. So yeah, there you go. Did you try mascara out on yourself? Go to the mall and shop the department stores, ask direct what they sell most. Yeah, I mean, like I said to you, Tequila Joe, because you gave me that AI, all I got to do is punch you in AI, my brother. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why AI is like 90% of my business. It's my brains behind the business. It's not only me. You gave me that idea where I didn't need to do that. Saying otherwise, back in the day, you would do that. Saying now you don't need to do that, do you? So I'm giving you clues today. Yeah. So like I said, you don't need to do that back in no more. Do you? Like I said, so when it comes to you giving me clothes today, it's better than ChatGPT. Okay. I can't afford to pay $20 a month, my man, for nothing no more. I have to cut away my expenses and cut down my expenses, not bring it up. But I can't go crazy. But one day I will get that. I can't go crazy. My expenses and petrol is killing me at the moment. Where I used to put in 50 a week, I look like I'm putting in 100 a week. You know what I'm saying? It's petrol is through the insane. It's insane, the petrol in the UK right now. So, and when I'm doing 4 markets walk up and down the country, it's burning petrol like it ain't no tomorrow. It's only a small car. You know what I'm saying? The more you have, the more better you are. On True Talk. So yeah, so so I'm on the ladies market. I wouldn't mind, but if I got that ladies lips, the Kylie Jenner lips, I'd sell them like, you make money like crazy. There was a guy who was selling them on this bulk buy thing. He was selling, but he wanted to give me £12 for each one. I'm not buy that. I'm gonna make any money from it. I don't know how I was gonna make money from that. I paid £200 for Claude, and they throttled me. So the Kylie Jenner, things like Kylie Jenner that is a viral sensation. Right? If I had that on my store, I'd probably make a whole bunch of money. But you're not going to find it. You can't sell. They don't sell them in bulk. They don't sell them cheap. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be an impulse buy because it's them kind of things like top of the range things. Hard to come by. Yeah, we've got to do the 5-point bulletin. Okay, you want to do the 5-point bulletin? We're going to do into the 5-point bulletin because I've been rambling on there. Right, guys, we're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let's get into the 5-point. Big up to the $200. Big up to the extra $100 on the TTS, $300. Big up all the guys in the chat. We're a force to be reckoned with, without a doubt. So, Okay, let's get into the 5-point bulletin tonight. We got Tequila Joe. If you're in the background, guys, say something or forever hold your peace. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get into that. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel 5-point bulletin coming up. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Is it? This thing don't die on me. I'm going to do random live streamings this month of April. So, guys, I'm going to be doing random live streams. You know, I don't know whether, guys, to do Friday. Should I bring back the Friday? Press 1 in the chat if I should bring back the Friday live streams, Big Boss Friday. Or press 2 in the chat if I should just do random live stream. Press 1 in the chat. Press 1 in the chat if I should do... 1 in the chat if I should do Big Boss Fridays. Or 2 in the chat if I should do random live streams. Let's get it. 1 for Big Boss Friday, 1 for Big Boss Friday, 1 for Big Boss Friday, 1 for Big Boss Fridays. Okay. Okay. The return of the Big Boss Friday. Okay. 1 for Big Boss Fridays. Okay. Well, you got it. It seems like we got it. Okay. Well, guys, this is what it is. I always roll with what the crowd says. If it says Big Boss Friday, well, then let's commit to the one Big Boss Friday then. Let's just commit to the Big Boss Friday. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, let's at least commit to 1 day a week. Let's commit to it because we need to do something, and we need to. People are anxious for something, so let's bring back the Big Boss Friday. Every Friday we try to get committed, but the only thing I would say to you about the Big Boss Friday is that I won't be committed to what time it's going to be. Because I've got to wake up on a Saturday very early. So it'll probably be early, you know what I'm saying, on a Big Boss Friday. Anytime from after 6 o'clock. And then, you know, we do it early. Then I pack up, go to bed and get ready to for the next day. So it won't be a 9 o'clock stream. It'll be an earlier one. Okay. You know, there you go. I won't go that late to 11. I won't go that late. I won't go that late today either because I have to make sure that I can. Is that Baron there? Is that Baron? I miss Baron. Did I miss Baron? Baron, good to see you there. Baron coming through. Trenches, man. Good to see you there. Baron coming through. Salute to you, Baron. Trenches, man. We're having a great time today. How many times a day do you eat? I eat, I can tell you my food schedule, Tequila Joe. I wake up in the morning, I have egg. I have bread and I have beans every morning. I have a ginger tea as well. At lunchtime, I have like bread and a banana. And dinner time, I eat chicken and vegetables. That's the main things I eat mostly every day. The problem is why I do put on weight is because I've got a very bad sweet tooth, bro. Very bad. It's kind of getting worse, but I have lost some weight by doing all the exercise. But if I could just kick the sweet tooth and do the gym work, I think I might be able to get in shape and find myself a nice lady. Is what I need, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hard to cut the bread. It's hard to cut the bread. I do eat whole wheat bread. So that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to be this whole big lean kind of guy who's going to be 100% lean. I can only do so much. I do want some treats along the way. If I could cut the sweet tooth out, I would be, and then get down the gym. I think I could lose some weight. I do need to find a lady as well, guys. I need to find a lady, and I need to I'm turning my business into a job. And then when I got the job, I need to take a holiday along the way. So things I'm going to do. I'm not going to keep doing business models after business models. This one took a hell of a lot out of me, man. It took it all out of me, man. My man, Cheap Charlie, coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. At the club. Salute, brother, we out here. I see you there. I see you. I've been watching your live streams, man. I just haven't had the time to get into it, and I haven't had the. I've just been watching. Actually, when I'm on the store, I watch the live streams. I watch your live streams, and I watch them in the morning as well, especially when I have breakfast. I watch the live streams. I'm very intrigued by India. I love India. I've been to India twice. I've been to Goa. I'm surprised you didn't go to Goa, Cheap Charlie, man. Goa is good, man. You should try and get to Goa. You know, you meet a lot of friends and different kind of people in Goa. Goa's cool. I don't know what it's like now. I heard it's changed, but I went to Goa twice. And so, you know, I hope, yeah, I wanna go to India. I want to do a live stream in India. My biggest problem is if I can get the SIM card to get out there and do it. I definitely want to do that. I'm very intrigued by it. I always said I wanted to marry an Indian lady. I always said I wanted to marry one. Big up CC coming through at the Club Fillers, and big up for holding post as well. I always hold post when you're not around, Cheap Charlie. It's good that you're holding post this time. Yeah, I know you've taken time off before, and I try to hold post, but this time around, you know, this business model took it all out of me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This is the hardest business model I've ever done since I was 18. This one got me, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I tell you, this is hard. You know, they won't like me. That's not true, bro. That's not true. That's not true. There's not one race of people that don't like me. And I have lots of Indian friends. Loads of Indian friends. You know, I'm a people person. What they said, people warm to me, bro. I have Indian people on this. I have a Sri Lankan. She's from Sri Lanka. Is Sri Lanka? Yeah, Sri Lankan couple, lady and a man, which is very good friend. She's in the Boston market. Very lovely couple. You know, very lovely couple. You know, one thing I must say, guys, you know what? I know that I've changed my ways. I think I've grown and I've changed my ways, you know. I'm not the man I used to be. When I look back on my life, I think to myself, I was very ruthless when I was younger. You know, if women like me, they're going to get it. I don't care if they got a boyfriend or not. It what happened to me. When I met these two couples. I met the girl anyway. And then she introduced me to her husband. And it's her friend. We're just friends because she's in the market. She does a store. I do a store. She's very beautiful. She's from Sri Lanka. And she's on my Facebook. And then one day she came up to my store and she said, "Barry, where do you live?" And I said, "I live." I said, "Where do you live?" She said, "It's very stressful at my home sometimes. Very stressful. Very stressful." I said, "Where do you live? Where do you live?" So I said, "I live." I was a bit taken back, but I said, "Okay, I live you know where the Lidl is. I live, you know, in Boston. I live near there, not far from there." So where do you live? She said, okay, you live there. Well, you live there. He said, "It's very stressful at home sometimes. It gets so stressful," you know what I mean? And, you know, I know that I changed because back in the day, boy, woman couldn't say that to me, you know. That's just not going to happen. I don't care if you got a boyfriend or not, or husband or not. But I just kind of like toned it off for everything else. But looking back on it, thinking to myself, why did the lady say that to me? Why did she say that to me? You know what I mean? She's on my Facebook, but I just think to myself, man, I changed, man. I know I'm a different kind of man. Well, anyway, let's move on. Just want to reel that one to you. Ever thought about writing an ultimately book? Oh, well, I could write a book for days, bro. I could tell you stories for days, mate. I can tell you that. I got stories coming out of my ears. I got stories, bloody, even on the market store. I can tell you that, man. I got stories. And my stories never end, I think. You know. Yeah, Goa would be amazing if Cheap Charlie went to Goa. That would be amazing. That would be some party, man. Goa's good, you know. Goa's good, man. You got some good things there. I don't know if I believe. See, I don't know if I believe in all that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't go around the world and thinking that this person hates person, this person hates me. I remember when I was going to go to Ukraine, and I told my friend in South London to come with me to Ukraine. He did his research. You know, he did some research or some shit what he does. He's not a traveller. He's a traveller, but he's not really I don't know what he said. He talked to his friends. Oh no, they're racist over Ukraine. They're gonna chase you down the street, and they don't like black people over there and all kinds of things. I said, man, bro, are you sitting there listening to people? God damn, bro, I'm gonna go to Ukraine, man. God damn. And I went to Ukraine and I had the most fantastic time I ever had. I've been to India. I've had the most. There's nowhere in the world I'm not going to go, man. I don't give a damn. I'm coming to win a popularity contest. I come to bloody enjoy myself. So I don't live my life by, I don't live my life by where people like you or don't like you or whatever it is. I'm just going to go and travel there. That's what I'm going to go and do. So there you go. Okay. There you go, at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. Big up to Cheap Charlie in the chat. We out here today. We got name brand guys in the chat today. We're going in. You know, there's a black streamer in Romania who said it's racist, but he's looking for it. If you go with expectation, anything. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be, but it can be like that anywhere in the world. But you have to avoid certain things, you know what I'm saying? It's something I just don't like to get into. You know, I'd avoid it. I have a friend which when we grew up and everything else is what happened. There's a friend of mine, right? We grew up and I used to have loads of girls who come around my house and everything else. And I had this girl who used to live up in, it's not this girl, she was just one of my lady friends. She used to come down, she used to bring her friends down, and she used to have parties, and we used to go out, and she used to come down, and she used to bring all her friends, bring her sister down, and, you know, two of her sisters, and we had some really great times together, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you everything on YouTube, because it's going to be a bit crazy. You probably wouldn't believe it anyway, but, you know, we had some great times, and my friend went up to Liverpool. And I was the first to bring all my friends up to Liverpool. I told you like the story. I went to Liverpool. When I was younger. And we went to this place called Kirkland's. I went into this place that was full of mixed race women and beautiful women. Brought all my friends back up there. We went up there with Ferraris and Lamborghinis and my Mercedes SL. And went up there, bought out the bar, smashed the place up. Bought the bar out, everything else. Took all the women back. Went back to where we had 5-star hotel. Amazing. I know all the girls. And she was one of them as well. And, you know, and he must have went up to Liverpool by himself, met the girl. The girl called me and said, Barry, one of you guy you know, I met him up here. Shall I go with him? He wants to go with me. I said, you can go. He called me up. I said, you want to go? Go on, do your thing. No big deal. He got her pregnant and he had a baby with her. And, you know, he was cool. Everything's cool with me. Like, since the last couple of years, he's got into this Muslim and crazy stuff and religion and all this race talk. And I had to cut him off the other day. I gave him an ultimatum. He kept calling me up with all this crazy stuff. I said to him, bro, you know what? I can't live my life the way you live your life, you know, brother. I got to live every single day. And, you know, he started going crazy. He said, Barry, look, if you're going to keep doing these things and you're going to do all these things, I'm going to cut you off. I said, we're going to have to cut off because, you know, you're not intrusive to what I want to do. You understand? You're just talking some crazy stuff, right? You're going crazy. I said to him, it's like you've got mental health or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, man, look. So I cut people off like that. I cut people off who's on anybody to do with race, religion, this, that, and all kinds of different stuff. I just cut him off. And I'm just living my life. I want to live my life in peace and the way I want to live my life. I want to live my life sitting down walking about religion and race and all kinds of crazy stuff, man. That's the way I want to live my life. I'll just tell you that story. You know what I'm saying? You know, there you go. So, yeah, I don't talk to him no more. Certain things, and I don't buy into people saying that I can't go here because of this and I can't go here because this one don't like you. All kind of things. It's not going to be him. I didn't win to win popularity contest. I come to win. You know what I'm saying? I do some market stalls, right? In some place. I won't even mention the place. And you could just feel the atmosphere of me being the only bloody black guy there. And the hate. But I just got on with my market stall and do my shit. And make money and go home. You understand? So I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Let's move on. Miss Vanilla women also refuse black. Do you know why? Ah, well, there you go. Anyway, there you go. Let me move on with my thing. You keep talking about your race talk. I'm going to go to India and I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to go find myself an Indian lady. It's hard to find Indian ladies in India. Start talking about racism in India. I'm going to go India, man. I'm going to enjoy myself. I managed to break into the lady market and it's doing well. The lady market is doing very well, guys. Damn. If I didn't break into the lady market, I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't be a market trader or a car boot to this day. The lady market is amazing, bro. You know, and I've been doing makeup, mascara, beauty products, you know, all beauty products, perfumes, aftershaves. The ladies love the store, man. And I've been turning over products, you know. Can you rap or do you like the cat in that house? Yeah, I don't rap, bro. I don't do that. I'm from England. I managed to break into the lady market, and that really helped me through my journey. You know, I wonder if I could sell wax on my store. But the wax is so expensive. You sell yours for sexy wax. That would be quite good. I got sexy perfume. I wonder if I could sell the wax. The thing is, I could sell your wax, but I think the price of it would knock them off because I've got low impulse. I want to tell you the secret, but I tell you, impulse, low margin impulse, low impulse products I sell to ladies. Okay. You know, the ladies market is amazing, man. I'm just blown away from the ladies market, man. The way they spend, the way they buy, they're just weak for certain things, and the perfumes. I realize, guys, you know, someone said that to me one time. A lady said the first turn on for a woman is the way a man smells. I realize women are suckers for perfume, bro. They love perfume, bro. They love a person what smells nice. Saying that, let's see what my perfume is. What we got here? Here's my one. We got the Boss aftershave here, looking good, smelling good, and being the best version of yourself. Women are a sucker for that, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They love the perfume. You know, there you go. I thought it was a man who can make them laugh. Sometimes it's not always about... No, the first turn on is a smell. They smell you. The second thing, they look at your shoes. Third thing, they look... First thing is this smell. Second thing is the shoe. Third thing is your belly. Making them laugh is another... is an art. Women love to shop 100%. Good to see you, man. Good to see you there, DP Explorer. Yeah, they shop like crazy, man. Women like a man naturally after it makes them laugh, yeah, but he's not always, you know, like that. You know, spitting wisdom, without a doubt. Well, they got to kiss you, and mouth or hygiene is important because God knows how they kiss their toothless men in them places, but when there's millions involved, it's something else. But the lady market is doing fantastically well, guys. Fantastically well. I've taken £300-400 off the store, not sold one watch, and sold all lady products before off the store. It's amazing. I've been doing really well with the lady market, and I still haven't fully cracked into it yet, but it does good. Yeah, it looks like I lost some weight. I have lost some weight. I've got more muscle. I've gained some more muscle and lost some weight. And I'm looking to do some training. I've been up early, man. I've been grafting like a dog, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been pulling it in, man. Like at 3 o'clock in the morning now, I gotta wake up and I gotta go and do some serious work. So, guys, the situation is no lady at the moment. I've got lots of lady friends on the market. They're on my Facebook. How about producing a scent watch? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You know, no girlfriend at the moment, and men just, it's true. Men buy one item. That's what they do. They buy one thing, and that's it. They'll buy one watch. And you tell them buy an aftershave. No. They'll buy one item. Men they do spend, but they're not like women. They're not like women. Men just buy one thing. And the thing what they need. They need some socks. I need some shirt. I need a new thing. They're not like women. Women just buy things they don't need. But just because they want to buy it. It's like, god damn, bro. I realise why women buy shops target women now. So no girlfriend at the moment, but lots of friends I met at the market store. I've met lots of lady friends. And I'm getting them on my Facebook and everything else. Loads of ladies come to my store. Loads. Even when the other day, and there was next door to a guy who had a card store, and he was saying to me, oh, you people just keep coming to your store. They know where you are. They just keep coming back and keep coming back. Loads of ladies, loads, every day. Ladies on top of ladies. Ladies in the church come over and she says hello to me. Lady who works in the she comes over and she buys one item sometimes. Lady in the library, she comes over and buys. Lady here, the Eastern European girls, this one, that. They just keep coming. Like I'm a bloody magnet. You know what I'm saying? So I met lots of ladies. I try to put them on my Facebook. Not all of them, but I probably put them on my Facebook. But no girlfriend at the moment, guys. I'm still struggling when it comes to the lady. When it comes to... Well, I'm not struggling. I just ain't put the effort in for the lady thing. But I will be doing that in the near future. Once I turn this business into a job, I'll be looking to start working on a wife search or girl lady search or something. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Carol Costa, that's more if I get rich. Carol Costa is when I get rich. That's the dream, when I made it. You know, I live in Dubai and I got Carol Costa on my side, or I live somewhere else. That'd be nice. At the moment, I'm still in grind season. Tequila Joe is that body. They're all after man. Well, there you go. Okay, there you go. That's where it is at the moment. The market store 4 days a week are doing great. Yeah, so we're doing great, guys. And I'm turning it into a job. Like I said, I'm not making a whole bunch of money, but I'm going to turn it into a job and pay myself a salary. And that's going to be that business model. So I'm going to do my YouTube. I'm going to do that into a job. And I've got 1 or 2 other things up the pipeline, what I won't tell you about right now. But I've got 1 or 2 things up the pipeline, which I'm going to do. It's going to be a set round and about the same thing with products. But I'm just going to turn that into a job, and I'm going to keep moving. I want to turn it into a job because I want to get my life back. I want to get a lady, get traveling again. You know, I want to get my life back. I don't want to just keep doing business models after business models after business models. It's just like, God damn, bro. It's just taking it all out of me, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to get a job and settle down and start saving and get a good cash buffer behind me. I haven't really got that right now. I'm really... my cash flow is quite low, but I'm still a good potential, but it's low because I've reinvested my money 95% back into the business. You know what I'm saying? So even though I can make a lot of money, but I have to reinvest it. I have to buy things. I have to constantly buy things. And I really haven't got that much stock. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I should be working in the 500s. My stock is below 50s and 100s and 50s. It's low stock and it goes quick. Sometimes you can sell 10 items in one day, and then 10 in another store, and then 10 before you know it. At the end of the week, you're out of that stock. I got to work in the 500s, and I just ain't got the cake for that kind of thing. Keep doing all them kind of creative stuff. So here you go. But I'm doing 4 markets a week, so it's doing great. I'm going to turn it into a job, and then that's it. And then I'm going to move on to something else. I don't know how, well done, boss, almost upwards, yeah, without a doubt. I don't know how Carol Costa is. I think she's probably about 35 now. I think Carol Costa's 35. She's getting older. She's looking older these days, but there you go. Nothing wrong with a little bit of age on a lady. There you go. Yeah, it's another thing. Yeah, this was quite a great stream. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had quite a great time. Number 5, 6 months to Thailand, and still setting up a plan for 6 months in Thailand and 6 months in the UK. I'm still trying to set up a plan for 6 months. It's very difficult to do this, guys. It's very difficult. You know, it's very difficult to do 6 months in the UK and 6 months in Thailand. I realize it takes a lot of cash to do that. Think about it. You're gonna need at least 6 months in Thailand, unless my YouTube channel pops off in it like it is today. You're gonna at least need at least 6-7 grand. That's the minimum. About 8 grand just to do 6 months in Thailand, unless my YouTube channel pops off and then I live off that. But you know, just call it 10 grand to do 6 months in Thailand, and that means all the money you make over the other 6 months, you burn it all off in Thailand. I don't want to be living my life like that. I'm working on it, but I only got 6 more months till Thailand. Carol, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can do 6 months. You can do 6 months because it's 2 things in the market stored. It's called casual, or you do regular. If you're a regular, you can't do that. If you're a casual marketer, you can do it. I'm a casual. That's why I didn't go regular, because I know I want to move around. If you do regular, it's cheaper. They keep pushing me to do regular. They want me to do regular. They say, you're always there. You might as well go regular. I'm not going regular, because if you go regular, you can't take 6 months off or 3 months off. You got to be there. You only get like 2 weeks holiday. I ain't doing that. You go casual. You pay a little bit more, but who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? So I pay more than the rest of everybody else. But I ain't gonna go regular, because I don't want to be trapped down to no market store. When I'm ready to leave, I'm looking to leave. I'm looking to get out of here. You know, there you go. So 5 months to Thailand. So we've got till September. We can go back to Thailand. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to be going in September, guys. I won't be going in September. I really need to get a good cash buffer behind me. My cash buffer is very low at the moment, and I'm taking massive risks as well. I've got property to pay for. I've got you know, I've got everything to pay for, so I can't just jump up and do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's tough doing a business. It's really tough. Sometimes I think, you know, really and truly, I should do my business and do a job at the same time. But the pressure on my body is a bit too much to do that, because of the early hours. It's a lot of pressure. If I had a job as well, it would be good. You know what I'm saying? You know, business is tough, man. Not no joke. But yeah, I'm used to it. That's the 5-point bulletin tonight, the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. We're going to keep going for another 25 minutes, and then we're going to get out of here, you know what I'm saying? And if you have any more questions, put it in the chat. Our goal is up to $200. And but what I will do the Big Boss Fridays again. I will start it back up again. Keep everybody updated. And, you know, we're going to take it from there, you know what I'm saying? Remember, you'll get lots of donors when you're in Thailand. I just don't want to live off that. I just don't want to be, I just don't want to live off that. I want to be, to be honest with you, you know, I truly believe that I can produce something great with my brand of Club Fillers Inc. Watch. I believe that. I believe I want to be more of a brand ambassador or something bigger. I want to be doing something big, man. You know, it's a tough road on YouTube sometimes. You do make money, but sometimes it's tough, man. Yeah, I want to be bigger. I want to, you know, I want to be making some money. There's some people there. I was watching some videos in Dubai. There's some man out there smashing the game, bro. I want to be smashing the game again. I remember back in the day when was rich, I was smashing the game, man. Making 10 grand, 15, 20 grand a month. Sometimes 10, 15 grand over the weekend. You know, where's all them big hits, man? I don't want to just be living off, you know, cheese, small cheese. So, you know, I am 54 and I know that I should slow down, but I still believe I can try and get one more hit in and make myself rich rather than trying to, you know, struggle to get, it's a struggle, man. It ain't no joke. And then it goes down and people get used to you and then they want you to go somewhere else and it's a whole bunch of things. It's not so bad. So, you know, the truth of the matter is at my age, you need a good cash buffer behind you. You really need a property. I haven't got a property. Remember that, you know. And that's a big thing for me. So I haven't got a property. So I'm going to work on getting a good cash buffer behind me. So, you know, so there's a lot of things going on. It's not all dandy and rosy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I've got to make sure that I'm on point at the same time. Guys, I've got to take a short break, use the toilet, come back. That's another thing when you're a market trader, you got to use the toilet. You're by yourself. You got to ask your next trader to look at the store while you're there. I've been thinking of employing a lady or a man or a lady on my store. A lady will do good because she can work on the cosmetics while I'm doing the watches. It's just an added expense. You know what I'm saying? I think I put the guys in the chat. You got to use the toilet, man. Wash your hands, dry your hands. I had quite a good day today. I managed to get a live stream in. I did 6 months of books for my paperwork. I've done 6 months of books. I've done a live stream. I set up some emails. Quite a good day today. You know. Yeah. So, you know, it's all good. But yeah, I want to settle it down, guys. I don't want to look at my bag. Club fillers in the bag. I want to settle it down, man. I want to do some traveling, man. I want to do some traveling. I haven't traveled for a couple of years now. There you go. I'm not here to save the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I've got nothing against nobody on YouTube, but I got nothing against YouTube. But you know, like I said, I got nothing against. I hope I wish the best for him and everything else. But there's a line you don't cross in life, and if you cross that line and you don't understand that you did wrong, then you got a problem. Because sometimes in life you got to be a man and say sorry, and that sort of thing. And I think that certain person needs to say sorry. If he thinks he ain't done nothing wrong, you got a serious problem. See, sometimes some people get into them things, but they think they ain't done nothing wrong, but you just don't cross a line. You don't certain cross a line in life. It comes to me. Otherwise, you know, life is quick, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get all you can. It's dog eat dog out here, and it's everybody for themselves. You know, this world has become very selfish. You know, and you know, you don't get much time on this planet, so you haven't got a lot of time to waste. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work your ass off to try and get where you're gonna get to. You know what I'm saying? You know, well, there you go. You can't say you didn't come to change the world of people, bro. You just gotta let people get on with what they're gonna do. But I ain't not, you know what I'm saying? Did someone try to poke a finger in your... There you go. Tequila Joe's got the jokes. It'll be better, Tequila Joe, if you put them in a TTS or a super chat. It becomes funnier. That's what we do over here. We put it into TTS. You look tired. I'm more than tired, bro. I told you, do you know the schedule I've been through for the last 6 months? Can I tell you? Do you want me to tell you my schedule for the last 6 months? 3 o'clock up in the morning, back, putting up stalls at 4 o'clock in the morning, setting up stalls. Tomorrow I've got to do the same thing. Tomorrow I've got to wake up at 3 o'clock. In 6 hours I've got to wake up, grab some food, get down to a bloody car boot, set up a stall, and start serving from bloody 4 o'clock in the morning. All the way till sunrise, to whatever that is, and then come back, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and then tomorrow I've got to do 2 markets tomorrow. I've got to do a car boot tomorrow in the morning, and I've got to do a Boston market tomorrow too. You put that in your pipe and smoke it. I've got to do 4 o'clock in the morning to about bloody, I don't know, 11, and then I've got to from 11 till 4. That's setting up 2 stalls in one day. So you do that. You do that, you talk about tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than tired, bro. And I've been doing that 4 days a week. You're going to lose some weight after that, I can tell you that. Especially when you got to get up. And I got to make cake. But give thanks anyway. Hopefully I need a good weekend. I need to work tomorrow. Today. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I need some cake. I need to put at least some cake. I won't say numbers, but I want some cake. I got to pay my rent this week. There you go. We're at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. We've got another 15 minutes and we're going to get out of here. So, what was the last thing I was going to say? So, we're definitely going to get to India at some point. We're definitely going to go to Thailand next year, 2027, at some point. And we're definitely going to do some live streams on a Friday, you know, every Friday. And we're going to keep pushing through, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. We had a good live stream today. Obviously, your first live stream comeback. That was a great comeback. You know, it's a good comeback in the numbers, good guys in the chat. You know what I mean? It's been an amazing stream. Which so we still got the ball. We haven't lost the ball. We still got the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know. And you know, we're gonna do some great things. What we gotta do? I gotta find myself a lady soon. I gotta get back down to the gym and lose some more weight, and then I gotta get a great comeback, boss. This is to send shockwaves. Yeah, send shockwaves through the community. Why not? Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Yeah, I needed to have a comeback anyway. I needed to do a live stream anyway. I needed to get back in the game because, you know, this is one stream of income and something I don't want to let go of, you know what I mean? At the same time, you know what I'm saying? All the time, Sean Prawn. Do the lady customers buy for their husband all the time? They buy them watches. Over Christmas, I made tons of money, bro. Sean Prawn through my expensive watches and then watches where I sell Club Fillers Inc. watches. They buy Club Fillers Inc. watches all the time. All the time. They buy perfumes for their husbands a lot. They buy watches. They buy lots of things for their husband. Perfumes and aftershave. Perfumes and watches are the number one thing they buy. They buy the perfume, aftershave, because they want their husband to smell good, innit? So they buy that a lot. Yeah. I'll tell you a story. I had a lady come up to the store. She was so pretty, man. She was a dime piece. I ain't gonna lie to you, but She was flirting with me. She used to come up to the store. I used to give her free stuff, you know. That's what you do when you get a girl and you're in power and you're the boss. You can give girls free stuff. So I gave her some free stuff, and I was giving her free stuff. And one day she was out on a Saturday with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was side-eyeing me, boy. Her boyfriend was side-eyeing. She used to be so friendly with me. Her boyfriend was side-eyeing me, and her boyfriend, it just made it like he just didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? And one day he came up to my store with his friend, and I said to him, man, how come you always so upset and you got such a beautiful girlfriend or wife? And he started laughing, and we became friends after that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Do the ladies feel guilty about buying makeup, so they buy something? No, ladies feel guilty. Sure, ladies feel guilty. Ladies never feel guilty, bro, about buying shit for themselves. They buy it because they want their boyfriend to smell good, because the number one turn on it. Sounds a little bit like simping. Yeah, you got dime people. What else can I do? I'm an old fucking 54-year-old man. I ain't give him a lot of time. I'm in power, man. That's my whole stool, man. I can do whatever I want. I can give whatever I want free away. I give them free away all the time. Lipstick, this, that. Little stupid stuff cost me 25p, 10p. Gold, little gold stuff, which I buy for 20p and all that. Give it to them. Girls don't feel guilty about shit. Girls are selfish, man. They're all about themselves, man. You know what I mean? They buy it because they make the man feel good, and make the man smell good. So when they're making love to them, they smell, because the first thing for a first woman turn on is his man smell. So they make the man smell good, and then they do their thing. Barry, have you ever seen any undefined, I don't know, bro, it's too late in the day for all these kind of things. You say, all these big words you're coming off with, bro. All these big words you're coming off with, bro. Yeah, all them 20p and all them stupidness, all them gold, all kind of thing. I used to sell jewelry, get them for 20p and makeup and all. I just give them a couple of things free, make them feel good. She just come to my store all the time. She was a dime piece, man. You know, the last time she came to my store, she came with her mum. She said to me, "You're going to give me something free now?" I said, "Why should I give you something free?" She said, "I'm special." I'm looking at her like, man, this girl, man, this dime piece. She's a real pretty, green eyes, beautiful. She's gorgeous, but boy. She got away from. You know, there you go. I don't know if I believe. I'm not going to answer you, go. I'm like, Tequila Joe, you got it in, mate. You know, all I know my head is full of right now, right, Tequila Joe, is to work for the next 5 months and get the hell out of the UK and get some nice holiday in me. I need a holiday. That's all I know is about single man side of the game and getting a holiday. I got to get a new passport as well. A passport's running out. I don't know about anything else, mate. Tequila Joe, mate. You know? Yeah, all I know is business and ladies. That's all I know. Well, things have been going good, man. Things are all right for me, man. I've been getting a lot of blessings, you know what I'm saying? Been getting a lot of blessings. How's them gas? It's absolutely insane, bro. It's absolutely, gas prices are insane. Where I used to put in £50 a week in my little car, just a little car there. I've got a lot of weight in it. I put in £100 a week in now, in that little car. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. How can you put £100 a week in a little car like that? It's getting absolutely insane. I can't wait for this wars to be over. Well, you said jinxing is previous. Yeah, I was going to do the jinxing thing. I asked the guy, I was going to put it on the store. I asked the guy in Thailand to get me the jinx. He said he don't sell them no more. I was going to put them on the store and sell them. But, you know, how much things can you sell? I started selling rugs, and I don't like doing rugs because it's big items. I've only got a small car, and it's a big item. And I've got to put all that big item in the car and all kind of thing. I don't like doing rugs. There's certain things I will sell. I don't like doing mats, rugs, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to sell them this weekend, though, because I'm going to drop the price in a big way. I've got a big plan to drop the price and sell them all. Undercut the market. Would you ever like to lay the pipe in Iran? It's crazy. I want this war to be over with, man. I ordered my stock, right, automatic watches, right, and it ain't come for 3 weeks, as it went to you. 3 weeks. I still ain't got the product. It said it's coming on Tuesday. Ah, damn, man, that's 3 weeks of not. I could have sold them 10 times over. It's only 4 watches. You know what I'm saying? I'm ordering things online because most of them are stuff I order online. I'm ordering stuff online and coming from China, and it's just everything's just a nightmare. I don't know what this Trump's doing. Another thing is everything's doubling and tripling, double, triple of my products. I just can't make this stuff up, man. I tell you, unbelievable. Yeah, they like skin products. They like well, I don't know about Central Oils. I've never tried it. Yeah, like what Tequila Joe, if I got the kind of lips, I can make money like crazy. Anything which is hip is a TikTok sensation. You make a lot of money from ladies, you know. Can anybody put in the chat what's ladies' TikTok sensation? What's famous for ladies on TikTok? They make money. It's not that they're taking advantage. It's just everything costs a little bit. Everything is controlled by the price of flow of oil. That's the truth. That's what it is. I've learned that in business, Tequila Joe. I've learned that since this war's gone down. You know, I used to buy these leather boxes for my business. I can't buy them no more. They used to. If I can't tell you the price of it, but everybody got like 5 times as much as I used to pay for it. 3 times as much as I pay. I can't buy that. Knock me out of business. It's all gone crazy, and it keeps fluctuating. It keeps fluctuating. Some 1 minute they're on low business, then they're high, then it's low, then it's high. It's taking a long time to come, and bloody nightmare, if you ask me. I need all this to be over with. What I need to do. You know, I think the petrol stations are taking advantage. Gone up crazy. I think I've had enough. I'm going to go toilet tonight. I better start bedding down, guys. I gotta get some beauty sleep. I gotta be careful of myself. Got a long old day tomorrow. 2 market stalls tomorrow. So, gotta start bedding down. My man G-Bone coming through. Good to see you there, bro. Coming through. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you, brother. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Good to see you, mate. My man, we had a great stream today. You can use the free version of Claude Bear. I'll try it. What's it called? Cloud. I'll try it. I'll try it. Just give me some time. Right now, you know, I really need a holiday, but, you know, and I'm in transition mode. I'll get over this hump bridge. You know what I mean? I'll get over this hump bridge, mate. And you're pumping through. Okay, final words of wisdom. Guys, listen. Let me explain something to you. There is a lot of people who start to rebuild their life, and they think that when they get to a certain age in life, that you can't rebuild again, and you can't restart again, and you can't, you know, you can repatch yourself, you can rebuild again. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of strength, it takes a lot of effort to rebuild and what's the word I'm looking for? Reinvent yourself. I've reinvented myself for this YouTube channel. I've reinvented myself. You've not seen my journey. You lot seen the hard work. I reinvented myself. I put myself a brand. I put myself together. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a millionaire and I'm not this, but I'm trying my hardest to get to where I have. I built myself even into a whole job now. I give myself a whole job and pay myself a salary. You know what I'm saying? You can rebuild yourself. You can get back up again. I know that Big Tyler can bring you to your knees. Things can happen to you. But, you know, like I said, as a man, it never was easy for a man. It was never easy. For women, they're going to get away with blue murder because everybody's going to support them. For a man, you have to work 3 times harder than the average man just to get to where you want to get to. And even then, you might not make it. But you know what I mean? What I'm saying to you is this. If you're positive, and you keep your eye on the focus on the line, on the vision, on the finish line, don't focus on what's going on around you. Focus on your vision, your mind, your dedication. You'll get there. You understand? You will get there. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through hell and back. You're gonna have to wake up. Sometimes my body can't get used to waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, but I gotta. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, or you're gonna be a loser. Do you want to be that loser? Do you want to be on Brokey Island? We call it Brokey Island. I'm still on Brokey Island, guys. I got an electric bill for £1,500. It was piled up there. I'm still on Brokey Island, but I can see light at the end of the tunnel. You understand? You gotta get off that Brokey Island. I'm getting off that Brokey Island. You gotta work. The only way you can do it is work your way through it and outsmart it and outthink it. You know what I'm saying? You have to outthink your situation. I see you there, 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? You gotta outthink your situation. We're on for the mortgage shortly. I think I've decided not to go for the mortgage. I'll finish the speech. So that's what I said. We'll talk about the mortgage. I decided not to go for the mortgage because it's too stressful. And the income is not there at the moment. So let's get a good cash buffer behind us before we get the mortgage. I'm not going to go from one stress to another. A mortgage is stressful. You've got this to pay, you've got bills, you've got endless bloody council tax, you've got endless bills to pay for. Let's work with what we got at the moment and keep pushing through, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I have got a £1,500 bloody electric bill. It's crazy. It's out of control, but I will get it. I will get it off. I will get it off. Don't worry. This is what it's like when you first start a business. You're by yourself. You throw everything at the line, and something's got to suffer. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. Guys, I had fun at the Club Fellas Inc. Like I said, we've got to wait. You don't do a mortgage when you are struggling for cash. You do a mortgage when it's easy and it's boring. When you've got thousands coming in left, right, and centre, that's when you do the mortgage. It's all about timing in life. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it when you're struggling and you're trying to get your cash flow together. You get it when your cash buffer is great. Or you buy it. To be honest with you, at this age, I need to buy one cash. That's what I need to do. If you want me to be honest. There you go.
At Tequila Joe Live super chatted £7.55. Good positive energy today, groundswell coming.
Yes, Tequila Joe coming true. Big up for that. Tequila Joe coming true at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. This is our camp. Guys, we built this. We can do this. We can do this, man. We built this. We definitely have a steak this weekend. Steak, no more soup. We built this from scratch. Big up Tequila Joe with that super chat, guys. What an amazing live stream, eh? We did it. We got through it. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. Has anybody got any last things to say? I see their roster rooms coming through. Has anybody got any last things to say before we sign off to this live? Great and dynamic live stream we had today. It's an amazing live stream. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you guys take example of what I'm doing. And, you know, see that life, it could be good. Brilliant live stream, bros. Done as well. So glad you caught you. Glad you're back. Big up for that at the Club Fellas Inc. YouTube channel. I will see you guys on the other side. 50 in the chat. And I will see you on the other side. We're going to get through. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. We just got a little 9 more months of grinding and we could be in Thailand. We gotta keep working, keep pushing. Good things comes to those who wait, and great at the same time. Big up yourself. I'm going crazy. Tequila Joe, Keith Jenkins, all the guys, CC, OGCC, all the kids, Gold, my man Ned Bundy came through, my man Mr. Porter, all these guys who came through and supporting the cause. We're still on grind season, guys. Don't get it twisted. We're in grind season, bro. We're grinding. We're still getting. We're gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? We're on this journey of life. Give me till the end of the year, guys, and we're gonna be good. Just give me 9 months, and we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? We're nearly there. We're there. We're there. We just gotta keep working. You know what I'm saying? And then we're in Thailand, and it's the takeover. We're coming to take over Thailand. It's the takeover. And we're going to be live streaming everything all the way, 12 hours a day, live streaming. We're taking over. It's the takeover. The game's over. You understand? See you on the other side. Larry the Boss is signing off. Big up yourself.